Namaste Friends, welcome to Yoga Bliss with Shelly, and I'm Shelly, and this is
Milo.
And who's your furry friend?
This is my dog, Joyo.
And that's Joyo. Today, welcome to a very special class that we are calling Beatles and Bubbles, because we know there's so much going on, and we want to make this fun for you and a time for you to just have space for yourself. And we thought it would be fun if you have your favorite stuffy, you can grab a stuffy, and you don't have to have bubbles. We're gonna have bubbles. You can invite your furry friends. If you have hard floors, you might wanna have a blanket to protect your knees. And we might be doing one pose. It's kind of so many things to say, but we're at home, so pause this real quick and grab a thick book if you have one, because we might be doing a balancing pose. It'll be super fun. We love you, friends, and we're excited. And just show up, unroll your mat, get your blanket out or your towel, and together let us have fun with the Beatles and Bubbles. Welcome, friends. If you have hard floors, please get yourself a blanket and get that under your knees. We're gonna start on our knees with our stuffies if you have a stuffy, and we're gonna do big toes touching big toes with knees open up wide, and we're gonna melt our hearts down to the earth into a child's pose. And just allow your body to get cozy. You can close your eyes if you would like. And just let your body feel what it feels like you're resting on the earth. And now, imagine a spotlight shining on the back of your heart, or like a beaming sun or a star. And just allow yourself just to feel what that would feel like, if it would warm you up, if it would feel good. Just notice what that would feel like. And take a big breath that comes in through the back of your heart and blowing up your heart big. And blowing it out. And now if you can imagine maybe in your mind that you were holding bubbles, and that you would blow some bubbles. So whether your head's on the mat or your head's turned to the side, just take some little breaths in and blow your bubbles. Take a breath in through your nose. If you have a stuffy nose, that's okay. Breathe through the mouth and blow it out. And just bring your attention to the back of your heart and the front of your heart. And just notice how it's feeling in your heart. Notice if it's feeling ouchy or if you're having worries. Maybe you have a furry friend sitting in your head and that's funny. Just allow yourself just to notice how it's feeling in your heart. And maybe you're feeling a little wiggly, and maybe you can wiggle your butt back and forth and your shoulders back and forth. And I want you to just in this moment just acknowledge your heart and your feelings inside. And sometimes I know that can be a challenge. And it doesn't have to be a certain way or anything. And just acknowledge them. So if you're feeling happy or sad or grumpy or angry or frustrated or overwhelmed or whatever you're feeling, and just feel it. Good job, friends. And now we're gonna rise up and we're gonna come all the way up, and we're gonna come into our hero's pose, which is just gonna be big toes, kissing big toes, and just sit back, and you can sit back on the back of your heels like this. You can sit up tall, like so, or you can raise all the way up onto your knees. And yes, and now we're gonna grab our stuffy. So if you have that stuffy, you can set that on your lap. Yes, and now we're gonna show you the bubble breath. And whether or not you have bubbles, you don't have to have bubbles. I want you to imagine, we're gonna send you ready. Milo, use your magic powers, because Milo found out he's magical recently. We're gonna give you a magic wand in one hand and bubbles in the other. And now, you take a breath in your belly and blow. Blow your bubbles. And maybe you can gently watch the bubbles floating down. And now take a big breath into your belly and blowing out. If you're blowing big bubbles, ooh, I got a big bubble. And just watching the bubbles. And maybe you can imagine, or you can zoom in with your eyeballs and see these bubbles. Ooh, I blew too fast. If you blow too fast, the bubbles pop. So each breath, take a big breath into your belly and blowing it out. Ooh, I just got one big floaty bubble.
I got a bunch of tiny ones.
Ooh. So sitting in your hero's pose and just blowing that belly up big, like a big balloon, and slowing down the thoughts and just allowing those bubbles to blow. And maybe if you're like us, you have these big bubbles that you can blow. And Milo, do you want to come up a little bit closer so our friends can see your bubbles a little bit? And keep blowing up that belly big. Okay, friends, so if you were down on your knees, allow yourself to come up to standing. And we're going to take our bubbles, we're going to put the lids on them, Milo. And we're going to tuck them away. And if you had a blanket, you can move that over. Bubbles. We're going to fix Milo's mat. We're going to grab our stuffies and meet at the back of our mat. Good job. With our stuffies at the back of our mat, we're going to meet in our mountain. And we're going to take a big breath in. And we're going to exhale, hinge forward with our stuffies. Now we're going to inhale, raise it up. You can throw your stuffy if you want. And exhale, hinging it forward. Inhale, raising it up. If you notice, the Beatles of this is the Beatles. We're playing the Beatles music because the Beatles are so inspiring. Beatles and bubbles with that big bubble breath. And now we're going to take our stuffy and maybe you can slide it or bounce it a little forward. And you're going to hinge forward at your hips. Milo, we're right here. And we're going to walk our arms all the way like we're walking the plank. And we're going to nuzzle our stuffies. So if you can, you're going to get in this plank really strong in your belly, and you're gonna kiss your stuffy and raise it up like you're doing push-ups. And if you need to, you can come on your knees and you can I'm gonna give Milo's booty a kiss.
No.
I'm just kidding. And from here, we're gonna push our stuffies forward and come on our bellies. And you can bring your stuffy forward, or and we're gonna put our arms long in front of us, like this is like a sphinx. A lovely sphinx pose. You can grab your stuffy if that's fun for you. And you know, I was just thinking, I meant to do that, but I didn't. Better late than never. And from your sphinx, you can bring your hands by your side and raise up a little bit and give a little cobra side to side. Maybe if you want to do a little caterpillar roll like Milo, if you've got that talented gift. Woo! And if you don't, you can come all the way back on all fours, and you can imagine that there's a ball, and you can roll it forward with your nose and come on the belly, and come up into that cobra.
Whoopsies.
I just got a hula hoop on my booty. Woo, hula hoops. We love hula hoops. You can hop forward. Okay, so your hands down to the earth. You can hop forward if you want to. And now meet me hopped in a frog pose. Now we're gonna get a little fun. This song is called Revolution. Okay, you can take your stuffies and we're gonna come into a frog pelt. And we're gonna inhale, we're gonna raise it up. Let's see it, Milo, where's your stuffy? You can throw your stuffy. You don't have to have a stuffy. If you do, it's super fun. We're gonna frog hop. Okay, friends, now we're gonna leave our stuffies at the head of our mats while we're in this froggy hop. Froggy hop. Okay, put your stuffy. Okay, and now we're gonna raise up. All the way up to standing. And now we're gonna face, if you have a partner, you're gonna open your legs up wide and let your toes point. So come down, make your toes point the corners of your mat. And we're gonna bend down into your seat. Joy's taking my stuff away. Okay, now we're gonna make some fun arms. This is called a goddess squat. Milo does not like that. I'll take the stuffy. You can grab your stuffy if you want right here, and you can hug your stuffy, or you can just move and do some fun moves. So we're just doing this big leg squat and move one arm up and blow that bubble breath. You can use your stuffy and do some moves, maybe side to side. I love dancing, so maybe you can do a fun little dance, put a little bounce, breathe a breath in and blow it out. Good job. Milo, let's see your squat. Wide-legged squat. You can make floating arms. This song says it's gonna be all right. All right. Ready, Milo? Maybe if you have a partner across from you, let's try to throw each other's coffee. Ready? Woo!
Alright, I need to go mine over here.
Go.
Boom.
Yes. Woo! Okay, friends, from here, we're gonna float our hands forward. back of your legs. And take a breath into the back of your heart. And blow that bubble breath out. Imagine those bubbles. Breathing that breath in. Maybe you need to bend your legs here. Hey, reduce the bubbles. Maybe inhale, raising up to a half flat back. And then exhaling it. Now Milo's going to show you how to do that bubble breath again. Inhale that bubble breath in. And blow it out slowly. You can go up closer if you want to, buddy, so we can really see your big breath in. Blowing that bubble breath, and you can exhale. And just fold forward here as you blow that bubble breath out. Good job. Now come on, meet me back here. Come on, buddy. And we're going to inhale, raising back up, all the way up to standing. Milo, meet me here. Thank you. We're going to step it on back to back from that. Milo, come on. And we're going to close up. This song gets a little crazy. We're going to close up the bubbles. Milo, thank you so much. We're going to grab our stuffy and close up the bubbles.
There we go.
Thank you, Milo. Sometimes we get distracted, and that's totally fine. Okay, friends, from here, we're doing the yellow submarine, so we're going to go on a journey. Okay, get your stuffy. So we're going to envision like a big submarine. The song is the yellow submarine. So we're going to float like a yellow submarine on one foot. So we're going to root our left foot into the earth, and we're going to use our hips and glue them forward, and we're going to make a yellow submarine. You can use your stuffy and imagine, or if you need to put both feet down, you can sway your submarine boat, or you can play in the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine. Here we're going to float on the opposite foot. In the yellow submarine. Opposite foot, so your right foot. Milo, our left foot, ready? Yeah, come on, Milo. Or you can play the guitar, rock it out. I don't know all the words in the song, but it's super fun. I hope you can hear good. And then if you follow right. Okay, submarine friends, now we're gonna grab those books. We're gonna do another. You can grab a book, a thick book, or a yoga block, or if you have a toddler chair, and we're gonna do a half moon. Okay, and if you've been doing these practices, you might be getting really good at this pose. And if you haven't, and this is your first one, that's okay. So our first option is to go down on the knees without the book and put one knee on the earth facing the direction that your body is pointing. You're going to exhale the leg long. You're going to inhale from the tummy, have the hand underneath of the elbow stacked underneath of the shoulder, and you're going to tighten up your tummy like you have a belt. Milo, show me, show us. Inhale, raising it up, and you're going to raise up that hind foot. This is called your half moon. It was it the wolf moon last night? The moon was huge. And there's been this thing going on to howl at 8 o'clock at night. So together, let us howl. Ready? We're going to howl at the moon. Ready? Oh!
Well, it's daytime, Mom.
Well, we're doing it now, Milo. Let's hear it. Oh! Oh! Apparently, Milo has stage fright. Or you can raise it up. Milo apparently does not like it. He can howl. Very good. Or you can stand up. We're yellow submarine and putting that book underneath of you. And whatever this looks like for you, inhale, raising it up. The yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. Raising that body, keeping that tummy. This is our submarine. Good job, friends. And you can slowly float it out and let the body hinge and roll up and shake it out. Milo, let's shake it out. Come back to center.
It's still going.
You're still going, but we're going to go on the other side. Come on, Mike. We're going to do this. Ready? Hey, Jude. Okay, now shake it out. Ready? Shake it out. Flap your submarine wings. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side, friends. So you would have been on your left, and now you're going to be on your right. Or if you were on the opposite, go to the opposite. So now you're going to put one knee into the earth. If we're down on the floor, put that hand into the earth facing the same direction as you, and you can tighten up from the tummy. Inhale the arm, longest arm. Hello, buddy. Or you can come to that standing.
Like me.
And imagine yourself like a tree. These guys sing a song, standing like a tree, with your roots down deep. Your roots down deep, and your branches are wide and open. So if you can imagine roots shooting down from your feet, and tightening up your tummy like you have a belt on. And inhale, And maybe if you would like to, if you didn't get a howl in on the other side, you could do a little howl, howl, because howling is a freeing sound, right? I was doing a dab. Milo, can I hear your wolf? We're gonna howl at the moon, this crescent moon. Oh, and ready? Maybe blow a bubble breath. You guys are doing so good. How are you feeling in this? Sometimes balance is much easier days than others. That's why we have the option to be down on here. Okay, now roll it down and come on. We're gonna give ourselves a round of applause, a yogi applause. Okay, we're gonna put our blocks down. We're gonna grab our stuffies. We're gonna meet at the back of our mats. And we're gonna meet at the back of our mats. And we're gonna take our stuffies and we're gonna hug them in tight. And if you don't have a stuffy, I invite you to just cross your arms across your front body. And this song is called Hey Jude, and it talks about how it's going to be okay. And maybe if you can hear it, allow yourself to take that bubble breath, test your center of gravity, and blow those bubbles. Maybe you want to sway a little bit. And friends, I invite you to bring your attention back on your heart. So maybe if that's turning a flashlight back on your heart, or imagining the sun shining, or a star, that giant wolf moon shining on your heart. And notice how it's feeling inside. Notice how you're feeling in your head. Notice how you feel in your hands, in your heart, in your tummy, in your legs. Just notice, and knowing however you're feeling is okay, my friends. But there's no right or wrong way to feel. And if you're not feeling anything, that's totally cool too, friends. Good job. We're gonna make it better. Okay, now we're gonna take our stuffies, hop on down, and we're gonna step that right foot forward. Your right foot is going to step forward, and your toes are gonna face the short edge of the mat. Your right.
And our left.
And our left, so you're right. Okay, now you're gonna use that magic wand if you have, or you can use that stuffy as a guide, and you're gonna zip up from your ankle to your knee. And tune in,
Mom,
check.
what about this one?
And this the back one, you're gonna take your toes, and your toes are gonna point the corner of your mat. So if your toes are facing the long edge of the mat, you just wanna take your foot and bring it slightly in. And you want your hips like headlights, zip up from your belly button, and you're gonna inhale and raise your stuffy up high, like Simba from the Lion King. You're gonna Simba your baby stuffy. Simba? So you're gonna bend this front knee. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna raise it up. And now we're gonna do a lion's breath. We're gonna throw it in. Show me that lion's breath. This helps let us out some anger. You know you've done this with us. Milo James, come on friend. Raise it up. And let it go. Up here, or you can sing the Lion King because that's cool too. Raise it up. Let your tongue drop and roar. I know he's got a lion roar. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, silly big gilly. Or a scream. That's fine too. Okay, friends, now we're going to take our stuffies and we're going to hug them into our bodies, or just cross your arms if you don't have a stuffy. And we're going to bend into that front knee, and we're going to exhale, and we're going to humbly go forward. So you can hug that stuffy. If you need help, you can reach hands down towards the earth, my friends. And you can touch the earth here. And we're just humbly, this is called a humble warrior. And we're just going to be humble. And we're going to breathe a bubble breath into the back of our heart. And we're going to blow that bubble breath out. Good job, my friends. Hey, Milo, come on. We're still zipped up in the same spot, Milo. Milo. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, and if you have it, you can put that stuffy down, and we're gonna drop that knee down onto the earth. So drop that high knee down to the earth. And this is like a lizard pose. It's called the lizard. We're gonna, right now, nope, we're doing the lizard pose. And just stretch, and you can put your knee back and forward. And let's give ourselves a little gratitude. I want everyone right now, not quite yet, Milo, we're right here. I want everyone to think inside 3 things, people, or experiences they're grateful for. Okay, I'm grateful for my home, I'm grateful for my body. Okay, come forward now. All we're gonna do, friends, is we're gonna fold this You can post up on that hind knee, and we're gonna fold that front leg in for a half of a pigeon or a sleepy pigeon. So you're gonna bring your heel in towards your sit bones and let that back leg lay long. And I really want you to check your body out because this matters. So bring that in. Look at your back foot. Is it way in or way out? Line it up. You can bring that hip out and you can come up. Hey Milo, I really want you to try in your body. I want you to try and be your best self. Okay, well, because if it's hurting you like Milo, that means maybe that we need to try again. So watch. We're gonna try again. Put that back leg up long. Watch me, guys. Back leg long, and then tuck this leg across and rest down. There it is. Does that feel better? That feels better. If you're doing it a funky way, it might be a little bit harder for our body. Okay, friends? And just let yourself rest. So if you need to rest forward, you can hug your stuffy. And breathing in a big breath and breathe in a big breath of love into your heart and letting that go. And just feeling whatever it feels like in your pigeon. Awesome, little pigeonies. Okay, now we're gonna slowly raise up and you're gonna post up on that hind foot. Okay, ready, Milo? Okay. And then we're gonna walk up to our hands. Ready? We're gonna walk up to our hands. Ha-ha. Ha-ha, we're back at, how did we get here? We totally got here. Now what we're gonna do is step the opposite foot. So your left, our right foot forward. Opposite side. Now we're gonna do all those same moves on this side. So you're just stepping that foot forward, grab your stuffy, or use that finger. Okay, now you're gonna zip up. Tune in, you wanna bend this front knee. You're gonna zip up from the ankle to the knee. Bring that hind toe, make a line to the corner of the mat. Bring those hands on those headlights.
Mama did all.
Okay, let me see that front knee. Is that front knee bent? Okay, we're gonna inhale, raising it up. We're gonna Simba if you wanna sing, or you can do the lion's breath with me. You can raise it up. Or you can singing or lion's breath is okay. Inhale, raising it up. And inhale, raising it up. Exhale, lion it up. I wanna hear one lion's breath from you. Inhale, raising it up. Let's do it, Milo. Rock it out. He's got one more.
That sounded more like an elephant.
That's okay. I like it. It's a gorilla madness. Let's do it one more time. Get animalistic. Roar. Okay, friends. From here, we're going to hug our stuffy, cross our arms. Exhale, hinging forward at the heart. Melting towards the earth. Giving yourself a humble warrior here. Breathing in a bubble breath to the back of your heart. We deserve another one of these. Now, bring your hands on the inside of that leg and come down. You can let that hind knee rest on the earth. Now we're going to kind of turn into a lizard. Milo, what do lizards say?
Some stick their tongue out to smell.
Okay, some stick their tongue out to smell. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
And they actually walk like this.
They walk like that, but this is the people version of the lizard. Okay, lizard. And maybe you want a lizard crawl like that. Okay, lizards, now from here, we're gonna come into that pigeon. Milo, right now it's time to listen. Come on back. And you're gonna get the hand on the outside, post up that hind foot. So we're gonna get into that pigeon by bringing that foot heel towards the sit bones. So we don't wanna be turning into, so this foot is gonna just come in right there and let this leg lay long. Hey, Milo, watch. I'm gonna show you guys one more time because Milo keeps twisting his body into a pretzel. So you are here, and then you're just bringing this heel in and letting that leg lay long. And tune into this hind leg. Check it out, make it long. And you can exhale, and you can come forward on your stuffy. And breathe a bubble breath into the back of your heart. And like this song. Listen to the words as you breathe a breath in. And blowing it out. Good job, friends. Big breath into the back of that heart. And blowing it out. Good job, little darlings. Okay, and we're going to make this a really easy transition. Now you're just going to raise up your body with your hands. And then just sit on the booty. Right there, just like that. Yes. It's super simple. So sit on that booty. And now we're going to bring the soles of the feet, kissing soles of the feet. We deserve another one of these beautiful sounds, and make a butterfly. And you can have that stuffy, or you don't have to have that stuffy, and flap your butterfly wings and grow your spine and lift your heart. Now I want you just to tune into your heart for a moment and take one of those bubble breaths. Ready? Ready, Milo? Do you want to blow in? Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? We're going to take our bubble breath. And we're just going to pause and take 2 big bubble breaths.
I keep on doing a lot.
We're actually going to do 3. Ready? Let's go for it. One more.
Hey.
Okay? One more, Mike. And then you can grab your legs and then you can bend forward, friends. Okay, Bubbles, let's put our bubbles away now. We earned 1 more of these.
Yay!
Okay, now we're gonna bring and zip our legs together. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna turn into roly-polies because it's springtime and they're coming, and we're gonna roll back and we're gonna come up. We're gonna roll back, maybe come up and open like a star. Roll back into a package and open like a star. We're gonna do this 5 times. Inhale, a star 2. Milo loves to race me. 3, inhale,
Come on,
4. On this last one, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause here and you can lift 1 foot up. Super dope. Lift 1 foot up if you can. Lift both feet up. And we're gonna turn into a boat.
Oh yeah.
This song is Here Comes the Sun. We're gonna turn into a boat, but we're gonna zip it up from our tummy. And maybe you wanna do one of the stars and come up. Let's do 5 of these. 4, 3. Use all of your tummy muscles. 2,
I did it.
1. You've got this big in life. Okay, now we're gonna roll on our backs and we're gonna hug into our chest. And maybe you can imagine, I'll turn sideways so you can see us. Do you want to turn your booty facing me? And your head facing the windows? Okay, and we're gonna hug our knees up to our chest and we're gonna imagine like you have your favorite medium. If you don't know what a medium is, that means crayons, pencils, markers, watercolors on your knees. Milo, and I want you to imagine that on your knees. So I'm imagining a paintbrush and now you're gonna draw some shapes. Maybe it's a rainbow of hope. And I want you to draw, or Milo's a diamond. Maybe it's a smiley face or a swervy line. Good job. And take some of those bubble breaths as you go side to side. Okay, friends, now we're going to take our arms and we're going to bend them like a cactus. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to let our knees float to one side. So we're just floating to one side. Yes, Milo. And let yourself be in this laying down twist. And you can look to the opposite side. Take a big still breath into your heart. And just let it be like the song. Let it be with a big breath in. And let that breath go. Just let your body be as you inhale in. Exhale that breath out. I know sometimes we want to get wiggly. Now come back into the middle. Hug your knees up to your chest. Let's take 5 hugs. So go down. Inhale. Do this 5 times. 4, 3. We're counting down. 2.
I already did all of them.
1. Miles eraser. Now we're going to twist from our tummy. On the exhale to the opposite way, turn your hands into cactuses. Let your spine untwist. Maybe you've ever had pretzels or if you've ever twizzled a piece of yarn with a partner. Maybe just envision that twizzled or that twisted piece and know that sometimes our thoughts and our world feels twisted and out of our control. And we don't know what to do. And knowing that it's okay and that we can't always choose everything. That we can just show up. And even if sometimes that's showing up a little twizzled or distorted, that all we can do, my friends, is just show up as we can. And allow yourself just to let it be as you breathe a big breath into your heart. Let it be. Just let your body be here. Good job. Bubble breath. Good job. Let it be. Good job, friends. Now untwizzle yourself. Come back to the center, hugging, hugging, hugging it in. And then we're gonna kind of open the knees up and we're gonna cut like we're cutting a cake or a pie, and we're gonna cut our hands on the inside of our knee, not the outside. Cut on the inside and grab the outsides of your feet. So this is called a happy baby. Sometimes we can only come here, and that's okay. You could just be playful in your hips and maybe imagine a happy baby. And if you can grab the outsides of your feet or the insides, and maybe rock side to side. Just let your body be. Good job. And maybe rocking side to side. And notice, what does it feel like in your hips? Notice what it feels like in your tummy and your arms. Just notice what it feels like. You don't have to label it or judge it. Just notice. Whoa, I hear a sigh over there, so breathe in a big breath in and let it go. Okay, friends, slowly let one hand go and the other, and bring each foot down to the earth. Bent knees down to the earth, bent feet. Okay, we're gonna put our hands on our sides, and we're gonna make our tummy strong, and we're gonna turn into a bridge. We're gonna raise up, and breathe a big, strong breath for yourself in, and you can walk your heels up, and maybe you can touch or tickle the back of your heels here. So really use strong hips, strong tummy, strong booty. And now we're back to Here Comes the Sun. Right? Because guess what, friends? No matter what is happening in the world, the sun is always rising in the sky. There's always good to see. Even sometimes when it doesn't feel like it, I understand that. We're going to exhale down to the earth. Now we're going to raise all the way high. Make a tall bridge, bridge, bridge. Grow, grow, grow your bridge, grow your bridge. And exhale it out. Okay, friends, we're going to let one leg lay long. Let the other leg lay long. Don't kick your partner in the head. You can let your hands rest at your sides, or you can bring them to your heart. And allow yourself to find your final pose of surrender in our class, which is Shavasana. So you can turn into a starfish. And now come down to your toes. Until your toes. Melt the toes. Relax toes. Scanning on the whole feet. Melting into the earth, saying it's going to be all right. Feet wrapping around the ankles and the calves, the knees relaxing. Saying, I am relaxed legs. Relaxing and melting the bottom. Spiraling around your spine and your tummy and your heart. Relaxing and melting into the earth. Letting your shoulders soften. Letting your arms get sleepy and your fingers go. Scanning up to the throat. I am relaxed. Face. Relax the ears and spine. And taking in a big breath into the belly. And bubble breathing it out. Good job, friends. Breathing in a big breath into your belly. Filling it up big, big, big. And blowing those bubbles. If you need to, Milo's going to blow some bubbles. Ooh, we have our bubble maker. And my friends, bringing your hands to your heart and just checking in. And in this moment, friends, I want you to think of 3 things or people that you are grateful for. So say, I am grateful for. I am grateful for. Maybe it's for this class. Your family or your home.
Mommy, guess what? It popped out.
And exhaling your arms big and wide, grabbing that stuffing, grabbing your stuffy and squeezing it in, my friends, giving it a hug. Good job. And now rolling to a side, and we're going to come up to sitting. And we're going to finish in a seated position. Will you guys finish with us and sit in a crisscross applesauce while we sing our song? Wait 1 moment. Ready? Okay, ready? We're going to put our hands in a wide open starfish hand, because in yoga, that's how we honor our hearts. And we're going to sing our song. Ready? You can join if you know it.
May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you, guide your way on.
And bring your hands to your hearts and honor the awesomeness, the cool, and the good, and the light in you, my friends. Namaste.